Hello, how are you guys doing on today? For those of you who don't know, my name is Dr. E. Michelle Mickens. I am the CEO of Live for Change. And I just wanted to share something today, especially since today is National Stress Awareness Day. And this month, the month of April, is National Stress Awareness Month. So listen, I wanted to share a couple of nuggets, if you will. And one question that I have for you is this: what are you doing about stress? Now, I know we will agree that there's some stress that's actually good for you. It motivates you. The good stress, it energizes us. It forces us to get focused on things that really matters, to hone in on the things that we need to focus on to get a job done. So that's good stress. But I'm coming to you in reference to the type of stress that can keep you up at night. I'm talking about the stress that often has a stigma attached to it. And it's difficult to overcome the stigma that's associated with stress, because you would have to admit that you are under stress that's difficult to handle. And from a leadership perspective, we know that there's a certain amount of stress that's expected of leaders. That comes with the territory. But what we're finding, research is demonstrating that more and more leaders are struggling. They're struggling with stress and they're trying to hide it. They try to, cover up the ramifications, the issues that are associated with stress, because we know that stress triggers all types of emotions. We're dealing with micromanagers. We're dealing with leaders who either isolate themselves or they overcompensate in various ways. They're indulging in things that's unhealthy behavior. And they're demonstrating these unhealthy behaviors in the workplace. And it's actually like a poison that's permeating the entire workforce, the entire workspace. And so I'm talking about that kind of stress. What are you doing to eliminate and alleviate that kind of weighing, that kind of worrying, that kind of anxiety that's associated with different types of stress? Just keep this in mind. Techno stress, that's the stress that's associated with the rapid changes in technology. That's costing companies in America upwards of $300 billion. We're talking about lower productivity. We're talking about high absenteeism. We're talking about, again, the type of leader that is becoming more transactional, that's more directive, that's not encouraging participative types of engagement with their teams. And so when your employees, when your teams are feeling like they don't matter, or they're seeing that their leaders really functioning in a space that's unhealthy, they often mimic that type of behavior. And what's happening in the workforce, in the workplace, is that you have a lot of people who are high, their stress levels are heightened, and they're not accomplishing the things that need to be accomplished, or they're doing it in a poor manner. So I'm coming to you again as a leadership doctor. I'm coming to you as someone who recognizes the signs of what stress can do when it's left unchallenged, when it's left to run amok, if you will. I've experienced all types of challenges in my own health when I did not only acknowledge the stress, but do something about it. And so I created a program under the Be For Real Leadership Series, and REAL is an acronym for Reliable, Ethical, Authentic Learner. And I want to extend to you the opportunity to take advantage of this particular tool so that you can begin to take steps to deal with stress. There's a link. It's a Linktree/Live for Change LLC. Take advantage of what's available there. You can join my email list and get a week free journal. The 7 days of just an opportunity to start taking steps to making impact in your life. of dealing with stress, dealing with fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We're talking about bust the FUDs. You've been hearing me talk about this for a number of months now. And based on the response, I know that this is absolutely needed. So at the very least, you can join the email list, take advantage of 7 days of a free journal. You can take advantage of the celebration. I'm celebrating 3 years in business. And as a result of that, I brought back one of my most popular products, and that is my book along with the 30-day journal. So instead of just 7 days, you get a 30-day journal along with When Purpose Exceeds Profits. And that's a leadership guide that's very powerful. It has a lot of principles, tips, tools, ideas on what you can do to improve and maximize your leadership skills. And this is important. When we're talking about dealing with stress, often it has a lot to do with the inability to take a minute to breathe and put your hands on something that can help guide you out of your current situation, to help you plan instead of panic. And so these tools in particular are designed to do just that. And then I also have an audio series, and it's called the Bust the FUDs, Fear, Uncertainty, and Doubt Syndrome. And with this particular audio series, you will also get a workbook that's interactive with the audio component, and you'll get the 30-day journal for free. Listen, you don't have to continue to deal with stress. You can actually eliminate stress from your life. Take advantage of what's available to you. Click the link and start making plans to get out of panic, because it's time for change, and we're talking about living for change. This is Dr. E. Michelle Mickens with Live for Change, and I pray that things will go better for you as you make conscious decisions to make the changes and transform your life as a leader. Take care.